and show you Lake Indoon, which is where we're heading to now. We're just outside of Eneabba. After Lake Indoon, I'll drive down a little back road, if you like, to go into Stockyard Gully. That's where a river actually goes underground and then goes through a tunnel. Then after that, I'm not sure whether I'll go to the coast and have a look along the coast, or whether I'll go back through Lesueur National Park, or Lesueur National Park. Wouldn't mind getting the drone up around the tunnel and showing you the entrance from above it. Maybe also, just depends whether I go back through the national park or down along the coast, and also depends on what this weather's going to do. It rained on me quite a bit just a minute ago. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, first stop just down the road here, or first stop for the video, is at Lake Indoon. Now that's a last time I was up here, it was just barren dirt. There was no water in there at all. I've been told that the mines that are around here are sucking the water out of the ground and it's dropped the water table. But this time, with the amount of rain that we have had over the beginning of winter, there might be some water in it, but I just don't know. Anyway, we will get down there and have a look. Just coming in the little gravel track into Lake Indoon. You can camp here, free camping. If this place is full up, you can actually camp in at Eneabba as well, around the oval. They give you 24-hour camping there. I think this is just 24 hours again here. There's a toilet and shower here as well, and obviously at the Eneabba. Well, last time I was here, that was just bare dirt down there. Now, it's actually got water in it. So that's pretty special. Shows you how much rain we've had. Not very deep, but yeah, that's pretty impressive. It's got water. It's quite a big lake. They used to go, I'm driving down the boat ramp. They used to water ski on this lake, so I wonder if they're game enough to get out there and water ski, or whether it's just still a little bit too shallow for them. Anyway, that's Lake Indoon. There is a campground around us, behind us. There's a bus over to my left, there's some campers over to the right. Toilet block, picnic tables, all sorts of stuff here. But yeah, pretty impressed that there's actually got water in here. Last time I camped here, I was up on the hill just ahead of us. Anyway, there's the tower, toilets and showers. There's some information panels there for you. Alright, someone's looking like they're going to set up their camp there. Anyway, we'll head on out down the bush track to get to the caves, or cave. I was going to launch the drone at Lake Indoon, but there are a few campers around, or caravans around. They probably wouldn't have worried, but it's also, as you can see by this weather that's coming straight towards us, it's just about to rain, and I'm not going to hang around and wait for the showers to go through and wait for a clear patch so I can fly a drone. Hopefully by the time I get down to the Stockyard Gully, it'll be dry enough to fly the drone out over the entrances. From Lake Indoon down to Stockyard Gully, if you go towards the coast, you'll go past some farmland, and then you go up the hill. Top of the hill there's a track on the left called Parsons Track, or Pearson's Track. And that's a four-wheel drive trail. Goes all the way through to Stockyard Gully and to the car park. It is a sand track. It does have some cap rock in here too, as you can see. Best thing for this track is to deflate your tyres so you get a smoother ride. There are some soft patches about halfway along too that can catch people out. There's a long stretch of really soft sand up along here. Might not be too bad today, but in summertime it gets quite fluffy. Most of the wildflowers are starting to come out, but not a lot. Let's see what we can find. This track's certainly not a difficult track at all. It's just bumpy. It's almost like there's cap rock just under the surface and you're driving along just getting bounced around everywhere. One of the little bog holes just here. Just take it easy, nice and slow, and you'll get through without any problems at all. You can see, there you go, where someone's been bogged in there. If you do actually get bogged, use your tracks or dig yourself out, but remember to fill in the potholes afterwards, otherwise other people are going to go bouncing through there as well. It's obviously it's rained a lot up here, especially when that lake's full, so this sand is actually not too hard at all to drive on. It's certainly not as soft as it was when I've come through here in summer. It's just bumpy. Lots of wildflowers around at the moment, especially the orchids. There's heaps of different orchids out in the forest or in the bushland here. You've just sort of got to look around and find them. Just really bumpy. Another soft spot, and you can tell where people get bogged because there's always big potholes in the road where they're sat spinning their tyres instead of stopping, assessing the situation, deflating their tyres and driving out. Obviously we're going from north to south, from the Lehman-Eneabba road down. There's like these little tracks off to the side. That's the boundary track. There is also another little track further up that goes into some other caves, but I won't go into those caves, and I won't show you the track, but it's there. This also is a two-way track, so just be careful, because it's if you don't see someone coming around the corner, you could end up driving straight into them. Unlikely, but never know. It is two-way traffic, so just be careful. Alright, we're getting pretty close. This is the one of the car parks. There's a couple of car parks here. They've even put a sign up for us. There's a walk track between the two entrances of the cave too, so if you walk through the tunnel with a torch, walk out the other end, you can come back over the top. And this cave continues along. It's caved in as such, so you can see that where the creek line goes, and then it goes underground in other spots. Some of those tracks that I passed would have taken you up to other caves and things. There are a lot of bees around this area. Hopefully, there might not be anyone here, but I don't know. It'd be nice if there's no one here, then I can zip the drone around and show you everything. Just down there, that's the entrance to the rest of the cave tunnel systems. It is blocked off, you're not supposed to go in there. But you can see we're in this hollow. It used to be underground. Looking down there. And yeah, the top's caved in and it's been washed away. The river still flows through here. In fact, you do get flash flooding, so if it's rained heavy enough a little bit further upstream or around this area, you just got to be careful not to go in the cave if it is heavy rain. You can certainly see where the river course has been through the sand down here, pushing the sand along. I'll walk up to the entrance. We might go for a walk through it, then I'll go and get the drone out and have a look around. You can see all the mosquitoes buzzing around in the water there. There's still a bit of water around. That's the entrance or the exit, depending on which way you walk it. Going up there. Bit of a scramble over some rocks, and then you've got to watch a patch of quicksand. So we'll get to that and we'll show you in the cave. A bit closer to the entrance. We've just got to scramble over all these rocks to get in there. You might be able to see some bees flying around. If you listen and you can hear past the birds, you can hear all the bees flying around anyhow, buzzing around. There are some pretty big beehives up in the crevices of the rocks here at the entrance and also at the other end. Alright, that's the entrance there, or the exit. Just on the left, I don't know if you can see it. There you go, that's better. That little fenced area, there's quicksand just in there. So if you want to go and play in quicksand, jump the fence. You obviously walk through and keep going up behind the fence, and you end up at the other end. There is, where are you? Somewhere, a beehive up in that crack there. Anyway, we'll go for a walk. I doubt I'm going to get anything inside the cave, it's going to be too dark. It's not a straight cave, it sort of bends, so there's a patch in the middle where it's just pitch black. Good fun for kids. Anyway, we'll go for a wander. There you go, in the entrance. You can actually see the level the water was at when it came through last. All the clay's wet below it. And out that way. It's quite an easy walk up through the tunnel, and you'll probably get blasted by the light. Yep. Well, it's doing a pretty good job cutting that out. That's the exit or entrance. You can sort of see it going down the valley. There you go, that's the entrance there. And if I turn around, I've got a head torch on. I can see where I'm going. The camera's not picking up anything. That's the way we go. Can you see anything? No. So it does get pretty dark in here. These are the rocks you've got to scramble over to get in. So if you've got a really small child, they might have a bit of difficulty getting over here. There's still a bit of water in the creek there. And obviously behind us, that's the entrance to the cave. Big old trees up here. Lots of bird life, plenty of wildlife around. Anyway, I'll go and get the drone out and we'll fly the entrance. This is the other end of the cave, or the entrance, depending which way you come through. Little picnic area, a few tables around, and the cave entry 300 metres down this little track. In winter time, you wouldn't get through here if this creek was flowing. Lots of mosquitoes around here at the moment. You can sort of see down there. If that creek was running properly, you wouldn't be able to walk down along here. It would be underwater down there. Anyway, we'll get up to this entrance and walk through. This is just the track coming into the main entrance, or the first entrance, I guess. The creek's actually still trickling through, but at the other end it's not trickling out the cave. So it's already gone underground. Pretty easy walk, a few little steps to go down this way. The other way you've got to scramble over the rocks to get in. Coming up around that corner. Don't know what this stabilisation is going to be like on this camera. We'll find out when I put it on a TV screen. A little bit to go, around a few more corners and we'll be there. Usually I walk on the riverbed there, but at the moment I'll get my feet wet, so I've got to go up and over hills. Almost there. You can sort of just see the entrance behind this little green bit here. It looks like everyone's been walking up over that, so I might have to follow them. Although I might be able to get across here. Ooh, look at that. But there used to be some beehives up along here too. It looks like they've all been knocked off the rocks. There used to be some up there. But they've all been like knocked off. There's a positive sign for you. Now it is a bit wet down here. It goes into the cave there. I actually haven't got a wide enough lens to show you the entrance. Normally you just walk straight through there. People have like climbed over the rocks, but I'm not going to. I've been through this tunnel a few times before. It's quite an interesting walk. You could get in over the rock here and just drop down into the cave. Don't know if that's going to give you any light. No. It's a pretty good walk. Good fun for kids. And obviously it comes out into this gorge. Lots of mosquitoes. Unusual amount of mosquitoes down here at the moment, but that's because of all the water around. It was like this down at Bremer Bay too. Lots and lots of mosquitoes. This thing doesn't even... I need an extra wide angle lens on this thing just to show you the size of the entrance. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, back to the car. I did fly the drone as you saw. It was actually really windy up there. Doesn't look like it in the trees. But once you get above the tree line, the wind's pretty strong. And it wasn't good for flying drones, unfortunately. I might go past Mt Lesueur and see what the wind's like there. The coast is going to be way too windy to fly a drone. Interesting gum tree here too. Sort of growing out of the rock and then up into a big tree, and it's dying off. Anyway, we'll keep on going. This is a track in from the Jurien Bay side, I guess. It's usually a two-wheel drive track. Sometimes it gets a little bit boggy, but they do come out here and dump limestone around the place. I might head down to Mt Lesueur. If my phone keeps staying up there, I'll be able to talk to you while I'm driving along. Stupid phone. Anyway, I'll head down to Mt Lesueur, I think. The coast, it's very windy just above the tree line, as I found out flying the drone around. If I took it down to the coast, it's going to be really windy down there anyhow. Mt Lesueur might be a good view, or I know it's a good view from the top. I'll go for a flight around the top of the mountain there, see what it's like, and show you around the park. Anyway, we'll sign off now until I get down to Mt Lesueur.